Yeah. I could cry thinking about it, like the crickets. Like, yeah. Tips for you guys. Please subscribe. That was more serious. Bye. Hey guys, welcome back to Soro. Today, it's very important, we're going to do better this year, 2025. So this year, we're going to talk about New Year's resolution. Yeah, we know, we all say New Year, new me, but really New Year, same you, mate. Like, you didn't change in 5 years. You've not changed. You're still the same person since like freaking 1999, mate. So do better, right? So this time, we're actually going to try and do better. 2025 is the year for change, the year for growth. No more chatting. No more chatting. No more we're just like my dad used to say, you're just deceiving yourself, You're just deceiving yourself because why are you lying?
Why you always lying?
We know you're not gonna do nothing. But we're gonna prove to our African parents, we're gonna prove to our people, yeah, that we're good this year, we're changed, we're new, yeah, we're better. In the club, we're all fam, yeah? Yeah. I'm gonna give you guys 5 tips on how to be better, yeah. So I think the first thing, to be honest, for anyone, if you're trying to start your new year, is to kind of reflect on your past, reflect on the positive, reflect on the negative, reflect on all the things that you feel like you could have done better, or the things that you felt like you could have achieved, but you didn't do that. Reflect on that. From the Christian perspective, I think it's just kind of seeing how your relationship with God has been and what are the things that you want to do better. Whether you want to do more Bible studies, and whether you want to go to church more, or whether you're just I don't know, this God thing, I don't know how I feel about it. Just thinking about that. This is the year to actually kind of get back on track. For me would be setting making a list of your pros and cons. Also being thankful and grateful for things that's happened as well. Let's start off with that, because I feel like sometimes we focus so much on the negatives, and then we beat ourselves down every year, and then you go into the new year and you're like, oh, I wish I did this. I didn't do this. I had a whole year to do this thing and that didn't happen. But this is why you're in the new year, to do better, to get back on track, The things that you didn't do last year, you have the opportunity to do that this year. Do you get what I mean? I feel like we need to learn to be thankful and grateful for how much we've accomplished, rather than the things that we haven't accomplished. I feel like it changes your perspective on how you view life and how you view yourself. And I'm talking to myself as well, because I'm someone who focuses a lot on the negatives. It's things could be happening, the weather is nice, but I'm yeah, life is horrible. No. First of all, I have a roof over my head. I'm healthy. My parents are well. Everything is going okay, but in my head, the smallest thing that's happened, I focus so much on that it just ruins the whole day for me, or ruins the week, ruins the month. And we need to learn to just be present in the moment. Stop worrying about tomorrow, like it says in the Bible.
It's in the Bible.
We need to focus on today and let God do his thing, let God do his thing, not you. You're not God, right? You're not God. So calm down, relax. You're just, I need to calm down, relax. Okay, relax.
You hear that?
So I feel like we need to set plans and goals for ourselves. If you need to write, make a little planner, or a little list of things that you need to do that. Because sometimes when you do it in your head, it's not as clear when you write it down. If you're someone who likes to write, or if you're someone who likes to type it, or make a little PowerPoint or whatever it may be, do that. And you need other people to keep you accountable for that. I think one of the other things, the second thing I feel like a lot of us, the mistakes that we make whenever we're doing these New Year's resolutions, is that we make all these big plans, these big goals. Yeah, by January 20, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. Or I'm gonna buy a car at this. First of all, sis, do you have the money for that? Be realistic. Do you have the money for that? Oh, by when I'm 25 or when I'm this, I'm going to buy a house. I'm going to get a car. I'm going to get this and that and that. But sis, are you doing that though? Are you? Or are you just chatting? Let's repeat that. Are you, or are you just chatting?
You for real?
Because we like to make all these unrealistic goals for ourselves. And then when it doesn't happen, you're like, oh, darn it. Oh, next year, guys. You ain't gonna do it. You didn't do it last year, and you ain't gonna do it this year. I feel like you need to start small. Start small, make your goals smaller. things that are like you can actually achieve within like a few weeks or a few months. Be realistic with your goals rather than being unrealistic, because you're just, like I said before, like my mom and dad used to say, you're just deceiving yourself. I think start small and then make your way up, because if you can start small and you can finish the little things that you have set for yourself, then you know that you can handle the bigger things as well. In the same way that God tells, like, God is not going to give you something that you can't handle. Stop trying to like do God's job. If he tells you to do something and you're telling me, oh, I want to climb up the Mount Everest. Have you even done this small little hike that he told you? Have you done that? No, you haven't. Stop looking at the end goal. Like what, like you do know that there are things that needs to be in place for you to like get to that goal. And if you're not doing that, you're trying to jump from one hoop to the other, you're just gonna fail, and then you're gonna go back to square one, and you're wondering why haven't I done the things I said I was going to do. So start small, set like small goals for yourself, realistic ones that you can actually achieve. But you have to be realistic. Like I feel like we are kind of low-key delusional sometimes when we set goals for ourselves.
Okay, that is quite delulu of you.
And then it doesn't work out, and then you're crying. It's because you haven't actually put in the work, and that's why it hasn't happened. Another thing would be, as I said previously before, as you're building smaller goals for yourself, you also need to be consistent. So you need to change your habits as well. In order for those goals to happen, you need to start changing like your habits. For example, if you say this year, I want to go to the gym, and you haven't been to the gym in how many years? And you're putting all these plans of like, all these crazy plans. I'm going to go to the gym 5 to 7 times a week. No, you're not, hen. No, you're not. Aye. Like Scottish people say, aye. No, you're not, mate. You're not going to do that. You're going to go to the gym that one day. You're going to come back, sleep, take some pictures and say, yeah, guys, went to the gym, me. And we ain't going to see you again in that gym, babes. We ain't going to see you. Start small, because you also have to be realistic with like your life, your schedules, all the things that are happening. Like, are you a morning person, for example? If you're someone who wakes up early in the morning and you know that, okay, in the morning I get this done, then maybe schedule, put that in your routine. Okay, I'm going to go to the gym at this time so that I'm able to do this. But if you know you're not going to do that, don't lie to yourself. Don't say that you're going to go to the gym 7 times a week. Who the heck does that? I don't do that. Like, unless you're like a gym, like you love the gym, like that's your thing.
Man, gym bro.
And you have the time for it, you put time to go to the gym, that's different. But if you're someone who's just starting up, please don't break your back just because of gym. Like, don't come and die for gym, okay? Like, start small, go for walks or something. I'm getting into that routine. Let me go to the gym. Oh, I don't think I know what I'm supposed to do in the gym. Then get like a personal trainer, get a schedule, get a routine. But you need to know yourself. We know ourselves if we're going to do something, but we just like to play this game of like, oh, you know, like I don't know. You know yourself if you're capable of doing something. So you just have to push yourself, because no one is going to do it. No one's going to hold your hand and say, oh, Annie, you say you're going to go to the gym. No one's gonna do that, babes. Like, we're not kids anymore. Like, your mom's not gonna come and flog you every day telling you that, wake up, we're going to the gym. No, you're gonna have to do that yourself. In order for you to have better health, in order for you to be better, to grow, whether in your education, whether your spiritual walk with God, whatever it may be, you need to put in the work. And I feel like we just need to be honest with ourselves. Like, we are adults. Like, maybe some of us are not, but we need to put in the work. We need to learn to like take accountabilities for our actions, because if you want something to work, you need to make the effort. If you're not doing anything and you're looking at it, where's the 6-pack? Sis, what pack? You have 1 pack, you don't have 6-pack because you did not do the work. Or you're in McDonald's every single day. Or like Africans will be eating fufu and egusi, you're eating pounded jam every day before you go to bed, and you're talking about the gym. Sis, come on, let's have it. Like, you knew you're not gonna go to that gym. Do you know when you eat like pounded jam and egusi like at late at night, like you're already bloated, like you don't have the energy to do anything else? Do you want to have those uncle bellies? Like, nah, come on, guys, come on. Yeah, on a serious note, like, we need to do better when it comes to like even like our goals, like with our spiritual walk with God. If you're someone who, like I said, if you're a morning person, like wake up in the morning. If you know you're someone who likes to, like, when you wake up, you grab your phone, grab your Bible. Don't say there's Bible on my phone. No, because that's where you're gonna get distracted. If you know you're someone who gets distracted easily, just get the actual Bible, like the book, get it. Don't get the digital ones. Get the actual Bible so that you can actually focus. I used to do this thing where like I'll start reading the Bible, like I was like, I'm gonna read like 20 something chapters. Halfway, I've only started reading one, I'm already falling asleep. My eyes is already closing, like nodding off. You need to be realistic, like start small, and then you're able to like build that momentum to like keep reading. And I feel like when you get into the Bible, like you're gonna actually enjoy it. The stories there are, it's actually crazy. Some of the stories that you read in the Bible, it's very interesting. But when you start and you've not done it before, you're just gonna be bored. You're gonna be like, oh, 5 minutes, man, like I'm tired. You're not gonna wanna like stick to that routine, but that's also because it's not part of like your habits. You need to change some of like your habits, change the things that are not good for you, so that you're able to like work and grow in that area. But if you're not doing it and you're not changing your habits and you're just chilling, doing whatever, then you're going to be back to square one. It takes time. Like it's something that takes time. And before you know it, you start to realize that it becomes a part of like your routine. It becomes a part of your life and you don't even have to think about it. When something is not part of like your routine, you're going to be thinking, what the heck is this? It's going to take a while for your body to adjust. Like, it's just the realities of it. Your mind will be telling you, your body will be telling you that this is weird. Do you control your body or is it your body controlling you? Like, you need to be realistic with that. You need to actually train yourself, train your mind, train your body to adjust to the things that you want to change. And if you're able to do that, you can do so much more. You can achieve so much. It's the same way when the devil like plays with your mind and tells you you can't do something, you can. You just have to like block out those noises and tell yourself that, nah, that's not what God says about me, and just keep moving. But if you don't do it and you accept what the devil is telling you, you're back to square one. You're back to square one. It's the same way in your life, with your health, whatever it may be. You're back to that like old habits again, and you're wondering why nothing has changed. I think another thing that you guys should also do is like keep an accountability, as well as me telling you that we all need to do this and we need to do better and we need to be the ones to like improve in this. I. You need to also have somebody else that is helping you as well. If you're someone who, for example, in your spiritual, like with Bible studies, and you're doing that by yourself, and you feel like you don't like, you need someone to be there to help you, join a Bible study, or even call your friend, call somebody that you know is also in that same space with you, so that they can help you and keep you accountable as well.
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
If it's something like you want to have like a prayer friend, like I have a friend that we pray every morning on a Wednesday, and I do that, and that's like been like consistent. That's been helping me as well. So having somebody that can like keep you accountable, even like when in the morning, sometimes like you wake up, you can't be bothered, but like you feel so much better knowing that like you've done it, and then you can like go the rest of your day not feeling guilty or not feeling bad or feeling like, oh, I didn't do that. Like I said I was going to do it, because the moment you start having those guilts, it stops you from actually going back and doing it again. You just need to like break that chain. You need to have accountability. You need someone to come and help you. If you're saying you want to be better in your finances, and no more McDonald's, no more shopping, like you're buying stuff from Kai Collective, from Coach, from Guess, whatever it is, you know that, this is my weakness. Get someone to come and help you with that in that area, and then stop you from like, or telling yourself that, okay, I can't, let me not do this. Or when you're even feeling like having those urges, text a friend, call a friend before you do that thing, and it makes you feel so much better, because at least you know that like, okay, I've called someone and now you can relax. Because sometimes we can be quite impulsive. Just call someone and say, oh guys, I'm thinking of buying this thing. What do you think? You need to have the pros and cons as to why you're doing it. Is this a need or is this just a want? And that's when you become like more accountable, like, and you're able to like kind of like push those urges that makes you want to like just be impulsive, and you're able to like take control of like your mind, take control of like how you live your life and stuff as well. So that's another thing I would recommend as well. Another thing I would also say would be tracking your progress as well as making all these plans and doing all these activities, all this stuff. You need to track your progress so that you know that something has shifted, something is improving. For example, when you're at the gym and you don't weigh yourself, but like you don't know the progress. You're just kind of like going to the gym for the sake of going to the gym, but you don't have like a photo or like a photo before and after to know that, okay, I see a difference. Or even like when you wear your certain clothes, like there'll be that one dress that you've always wanted to wear but it never fitted you. You wear that and then you're like, oh, actually this looks different. Like I feel like this feels better, like feels fitted, or this feels loose, or whatever it may be. Then you're able to tell yourself, okay, like I can see the progress.
Okay, not progress.
The same way like you're reading your Bible, like scriptures that you might not have known before, all of a sudden everything just starts to like come together and you're like, oh, and now I understand why this thing, like why God said this or why Jesus said this, da da da. Then it starts to come together and you're like, oh, I can actually see something. I can see the progress. So I think tracking your progress, that's why I said at the start that you need to make sure that you write all the things that you want to do. What are the pros, what are the cons, what are the things you want to improve on, what are the things you want to work on. And then you're able to go back to that again. Not those ones where people do the New Year's resolution in January and December time. They're like, oh, I only did one. No, because you didn't track the program. You didn't do the like 4 months in after like what you said you're going to do. Go back and look at it and say, oh, actually, do you know what? I said, I forgot about this. I didn't realize I haven't done this. Like, let me do this. This is going to be my goal for next month. I'm going to make sure that I achieve this goal. We need to be aware of like our progresses so that we're able to like celebrate those wins as well and like work on the areas that we need to work on as well. I hope you guys enjoyed these tips. Like, I want you guys to know that like when I say these things are things that I am also doing as well. I've always been a person of like making like lists, but sometimes never like actually going back to look at it. And the past year has actually shown me like the importance of having like a good people around you to keep you accountable. It's very important to like have God in your life. And it's also important to like also be realistic about your goals and knowing the areas that you need to work on. Because if you're not realistic, you're not going to achieve anything. You're just going to be wondering why things are not going the way that you want it to go. And you need to set like also setting those like small like goals for yourself to be able to achieve before you're able to like get to that big thing that you want. If you can't achieve the small ones, sit back down, babes, because you ain't gonna do the big ones, right? But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope I didn't come for your necks. You know, I was just talking about myself. Okay, sorry, mate. Sorry, I just thought about myself. Forget everything I say. It was about me. It's about me. So don't come in the comments and start like fighting me. Yeah, get off my neck. All right. Okay, but yeah. Bye guys. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.